Welcome back to the PTCGL zone, and today we are going to be telling you guys all about Mega Lopunny, how that got good, how kind of like how to play deck, how that got built, its matchups, that sort of thing. Kind of like a mini crash course about the deck, and so I'm not going to go like too in depth on some things. I want to keep it quite simple because I don't know if it's going to be quite simple. So here we go. Yeah, this. So what is Mega Lopunny? Mega Lopunny or Tank Mega is an archetype of deck focused mainly around putting high-speed Pokemon in the active. In this case, Lopunny, but there's some other partners. And healing it with Water's Compassion, which heals all damage from one of your Pokemon and then puts all energy attached to it to its hand. Has to be a Mega though. They make survive multiple hits and deal various damage. Deck is focused, as I said, the deck is focused on Mega Lopunny, with the non-spas as an draw engine. There are also multiple various cards you can include depending on the way you want to build the deck. And here's Frostlass, Iron Low Bunny, and the Moltres. We'll get to those later. One of the reasons behind success. The deck has I put amazing here. I'd say the deck takes a very good matchup in Dragapult Dusknoir. No Dragapult Dusknoir, just straight Dragapult. This is the main way I've been playing Dragapult, and this is a very good advantage. It is favored. To that, Dragapult Dusknoir is a little bit rougher, as Dusknoir can just want to kill them, but if you can just find your gust in the correct times and just try and outlast them and play carefully with the non-spots, that you can win that matchup. There's a Draco Blaziken. Draco Blaziken's a little bit tougher as you can't really get through Blaziken, and they have an alternate attacker, which and as I said, the Blaziken, that's an alternate attacker. They can just go in with that, and then go Draco Blaziken, and also the High Count Monkey Dory, which you can constantly recycle. Well, not recycle, but she used with Seafic Spirit. Dragapult the Dunsparce, that one's I would say that's slightly favored, but because of the Dunsparce doesn't really do much unless they run like a very heavy kind of crushing hammer, which is not Dragapult Dunsparce. The Dunsparce thing to do is more of a Dragapult, well, a straight Dragapult, and Hero's Kid doesn't really matter in this matchup. That does not have a lot of bad matchups. I'm looking at the matchups here, and you of course take a bad matchup in a fighting type decks. You take a bad matchup in Ranked Dust Noir, and you only have a bad matchup you have is Festival Lead and Raging Bolts. I would say it's 50, depending on the way you build the deck, it's 50-50. I would say Raging Bolt. So that's very good for the deck. Also, most decks cannot one it Kyoto. I say Dragon Ball cannot one it Kyoto. Um, well, was it Zoroark can want to kill it. Somehow Alakazam is favored. Like I do not see how. Oh yeah, Alakazam you have missed energy. And Alakazam you have missed energy, but if you're just not able to find those missed energies at a crucial time, matchup can kind of turn against you. Also, there's also our Believer build, and we haven't got the Hydrapple because Hydrapple's pretty bad. But I mean, our Believer builds, like the two months our Believer, you can just want to kill them, find your boss correctly, has good matchup. And that's pretty much it. So how do you build a deck? The deck has mainly three ways to be built. You can go for a Frostless build, the Moltres build, and the straight low bunny build. I'll show you some lists. Okay, so first of all we have with Frostless. So for the point of Frostless is just provide a lot of damage output. As you see, we're talking run frame 50x for each hand your opponent's hand, and this can scale pretty fast in specific matchups. Against Dragapult, this scales really fast, especially against Dragapult Blaziken, because this kind of turns the matchup into slightly into unfavored into favored because it just deals that much damage. And as Dragon Natural draws cards, and so does Zoroark, and so that's like Alakazam, even though you don't really put this guy against Alakazam, you wouldn't be going miss energies in a Kazam. This actually give you a chance against some other decks which normally you just wouldn't. Like against Lucario, you wouldn't usually have a chance because they can just one cure you without even needing to hit you for weakness. But anyway, now let's get through the list. We got the 3-1 hit on spots. The 60 speed hit on spots is here mainly because the battle cage. Battle cage is here to kind of just help pound that part. Battle cage is the amazing card against Dragapult. The non-spots EX, you don't really need it for a crossfall, but Tenacious Tail is just amazing in a Raging Ball. It can't really skew a prize map for something with like this, the 2-3-3 prize map. When you can just go, I'll just draw it. I'll just draw it here. Mm, I'm pretty bad drawing this. But you can go to the unsparse. Then you can go to Lopunny, and if you're a person that you can either go Frost Last or you can just go Lopunny, and you can really finish things off. You know you can't want to kill the Raging Ball with Gale Frost. You do play three balls, so that's a good part. So good on that part. As a 2-2 on those guys on that. Also 2-2 on the Lopunny. You might see this a little bit low as it's your kind of your main attacker. Frost is your secondary attacker, so it kind of fulfills that role. Chanpao, I don't really know why the Chanpao's really in the deck. Like, I don't play this card in my deck. It just doesn't seem very good. Command with a natural amount of draw. Psyduck's the main for Dragon Ball Dust because if you just want to have a better match for that. And Fire Rotom just an amazing, very nice piece of consistency. Not only can you get your dance passes in this, you can do something that most decks cannot. You can actually get your Banaries. So it's something you turn as a one body when puffing it into a lot of Pokemon. Four Wallies, four Lilies is standard. You know, what I say, as you can see here, Wally just such a broken card in this deck. Lily's obvious. Boss, I like the boss. Hilda's very nice because it can get you like in Alakazam. You can get you the dance pass and the enriching energy, which is the expect here. We'll get to that later and just draw like lots of cards. Personally, I always go for a high account and judges dab. Personally, I don't like judges, especially with the frost dust, but that's not the point. And this consistency for Dolphin, for Work, bad for Ultra Ball, Pokegear, for a nice card, Pokegear, nice stretch of some recovery, Air Balloon. You need this card. You need to go attach the low bunny, then you go Air Balloon and the run pass, runaway draw, go back in the low bunny and start swinging. Battle Cage, I said, amazing card, Dragon Ball. For Miss Energy, this card is your own you want to be Alakazam. You have to, for the matchup, you have to set it up and just try not let them guss around your board and and hope they withstand hand stammers. All energy, obviously for Frostlass and enriching energy. The enriching energy is really cool and something that I did not think of because you usually run Hero Escape. So you can do the enriching energy, you can attach, get +4. Then you can just Wallies, that goes back into your hand, then you can get another +4, and you can kind of just like cycle that, and that gets you lots of cards, which is and even if you just don't need it, you can always just attach it to the lunch pass and just to play out and just do what Alexander's and just draw cards. This has got tough way too, as you guys can see here, but point. This second build. Oh, I need to turn this off. This second build by Hale. This got top 8 LA. So this is the straight bunny build. It doesn't play any alternate attacker lines. It really just focuses much more on just the low pony and supporting the low pony as much as possible. 3-3 as you don't play the I forgot as you don't play the Frostlass. 4-3-1 again. That's possible to definitely go. And I've already gone for the Pokemon, but the Pokemon here is Abra. Abra is amazing. Just very simply put, amazing cards. You can go treat in Abra and you can shuffle in because in some situations you don't want the Dunsparce on your board. For example, if you're playing a Dragapult and you're either a Battle Cage or a Battle Cage prized, you don't want to have the card on your board. Dunsparce because that can just easily just get one at KO'd. And so the Abra, in my opinion, is just an amazing play, an amazing inclusion, and just I want to give a shout out to four of the cards. It's just amazing. It's very standard on the support line. Love the four Hilda. Pokegear, just amazing card again. Find the supporters. Like this is a very thick support line. And the rest of that is consistency. The other card I would like to give a shout out would be Spike Genji. I don't know the full matchup Spike Genji is useful into, but one matchup I have figured out is a Raging Ball. Because against Raging Ball, so basically if they have Ball, Raging Ball here, then you hit them 230 and spike you. There's a spike NG here, then they're left with a couple. Then they're left with a decision. They either KO you, and they get KO'd back, or they retreat to the bench and then they KO you. But then That means they can come in with Lopunny and just pick them off as well, or even their own spots if you really wanted to. Or they just will try and boss them around, but that puts one on the prize map. So not really just a card. This one gives you a lot of benefits. And the final build, this is my personal favorite build. This is the Lopunny Moltres build. So we'll go through the cards before explaining one of them. Again, very similar to the Hell build. It's no Psyduck. This one with the Moltres in here. Moltres is an amazing card. I really like. It's a really good card into Tiamat's Ogerpon, which is practically everywhere. Slot Box is playing it. I believe decks are playing it. Raging Bolt's playing it. It even also has a very cool line of Festival lead when you can just go to for early game. You can go for the Applin. And hit Moltres, KO. Then you can just go Boss plus Moltres, and then you can really and sometimes that can really skew the prize map in your favor. And then at that point on you can really start kind of just retanking hits again. And the support line here, just mass consistency. Personally, I'm going for these. But as you can see, this list is also a lot about consistency. You got like four Hilda, we got four Hilda, we got four Wallies, we got four Boss, we got four Pokegear, four Ultra Ball, four Pokepad, four free Poffin, even free Battle Cage, which some if you're playing for us you're playing two. Even the free air balloon, something you don't see in most lists. I'd say this list is most about drawing, being consistent, enriching energy spec, as you can see here. If you really wanted to beat Lucario and Garchomp and also Dragon Ball, that's why you could go Hero Escape, but personally, I just don't like it. Anyway, thanks for watching. What do you think of Mega Lopunny? Please let me know in the comment section below if I missed anything or didn't know something. Also, do you guys like type of videos? Because I'm going to try and put a lot more of these on my channel. And that's it for me. Thank you. Goodbye from the PTCGL zone.